Yes.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. Everyone here?
Say hello.
Knows everyone's here.
We lost our chat.
All right. Everyone's here. Good. Mike, it.
Aaron said goodbye forever. Everyone's signing up. All right, beautiful. Let's get Dwight's butt up here.
Yes, Dwight.
Rock and roll.
Where's Dwight?
How's everybody doing? Anybody drunk yet? The afterlife, the after party, the after show. What is it?
The after party.
Good, Christina.
All right. Getting Dwight up.
Hey, there I am. Look at that.
Hi.
Wow. Modern technology at its best.
Yes. Hello, sir.
Nice to see you. Good to see you yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
You are.
I'm a junkie.
Getting stronger, working it out every day. I love it.
Yeah.
Welcome to a slightly more public version.
It's my first SHMEZOLUTION. The name
is. Well, welcome.
I love the name. Totally love it.
Say it again.
SHMEZOLUTION. I'm not saying it right.
So, how can we help you?
SHMEZ
wise.
I have it's not a mini intention, a sub intention, whatever it is of my relationship intention. But to give some context, I really, and maybe mostly what I'm going to do is, I really want to share a little bit with the group how tremendously useful this process has been for me over the last 2 years, and particularly
around, for me to stop you.
And particularly around the setting of resolution of intention around relationship. When I've known Stephen for a while, but when I started working actively with him a couple of years ago now, a little bit more, I thought I was coming to do work around my work, which we did, and family and many other things in my life. But actually, as I look back on the 2 years, it's where this has really kicked in for me has been around developing a new relationship and attracting a beloved to my life. And what I want to share. In the age of COVID. What's that?
In the age of COVID.
Yes, love in the time of coronavirus. It can happen to you, and not without challenges, but actually some benefits too, as it turns out. But what I want to share, and this has been wonderful to get introduced to a lot of other people tonight, to hear your stories and to see Stephen do his work with others in the same way he does it with me, and many things I've heard, but it is all so good. The little vignette I have here is from maybe a year and a half ago, when I was still single and maybe having a little downtime during that. And one day, the Saturday weekend, I was out on a lovely hike in Tilden Park in Berkeley. I'm with you tonight from Oakland, California. And beautiful regional park, Tilden Park, on my favorite trail. And something had gone awry with someone I'd met, or, I don't know if I'd gotten a call that day or a text or something. And it wasn't, I hadn't had particularly had a lot of connection with this woman I'd met, but I remember just being kind of down about it. And I'm walking along in this beautiful place, and that little monkey mind, that little part of me, just every few minutes would, just hit on the sadness I was feeling, the upset, the grinding of teeth, the gnashing of teeth, all of it. And then suddenly, I don't think it was light bulb, whatever it was. Maybe it was Stephen's voice after all this time.
Spirit.
Or spirit, yes. So I'm working out, and spirit joins me to say or to indicate, instead of going to that place, instead of gnashing the teeth and just, when's this going to happen and how's it going to happen, all those whens and hows, I just went right to my intention around relationship. And 5 minutes later, the monkey mind is there just grinding, going, and I go right back to the intention. And I managed to do that for most of the hike, an hour or two, whatever it was. And that really kind of kicked it into gear, that I have been doing it ever since around intention. And I'm pretty sure I shared it with you not terribly long after that. I know I did, because I was really excited about it. And just, for one thing, I had a hell of a lot more enjoyable hike. I mean, I really could have been completely elsewhere.
Yeah.
And not in a good space for much of this in this beautiful place and beautiful day. But I really do think that coming back to controlling what I can control, being clear on the what, just putting aside the how and the when and even the who, but just focused on that what, that intention, was really helpful, really liberating. And yeah, and since July, I have been in a ever more glorious relationship with a woman who sure feels like is my beloved. And you know, COVID and all, coronavirus and all, and I keep coming back to that when there's little bumps in the road, big ones, there've been a few big ones, I come back to that intention. I keep coming back to it. It is clear and shiny. It is there at all times. And I realized today that, yeah, I have a little sub-intention going forward, just as you have encouraged me to, in the relationship, which is that I say yes to my beloved. And the saying yes is really, this has come up 2 or 3 times just in the last few days. It's around spontaneity, and it's around the fact that she is generally more spontaneous than I am. I can be very spontaneous, but it tends to help if someone else has been spontaneous first.
Or if you plan it a little.
Yeah, you know what a planner I can be. And I've had 2 times in the last 3 days where Danette has suggested something, and my first thought has been, oh, that's not good timing, or, you know, my mind is getting into it, and I just sort of in both cases let go and said yes. Kind of a little bit like contact improv. I've heard Tina Fey and others talk about the value of yes in that. So yeah, one of my sub-intentions around the relationship this year is I say yes to my beloved. I say yes to new ideas. I say yes to trying stuff, and just saying yes. And I'll, you know, then the how will kick in, the why will kick in, but just coming from that place of openness, experiment, try things, you know, we can always say no later, or maybe, or that, you know, right. Yeah, I'm really not sure that quilt cover is the one I want. This is the example today, but I'll try it. Okay, I kind of like my quilt, but maybe it's a great cover. What the hell? Let's try it.
Maybe it is time for a new one.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to talk more about this, but I happened to catch Christy's asking, do you just repeat it or take a piece from it? And Christy, you mean his intention? Like when he was realigning and realigning? And thank you for sharing that, Dwight, because I remember when that happened.
Yeah.
And it was like you grokked it that day.
I did. Totally. I was like, boom.
It's like, oh, that's what you mean.
This is what I mean. Right. Yeah.
And that's what I've been saying. It's exactly that. In the moment, you get the monkey mind. Oh, yeah, I have an intention. Okay. Yep. So, yeah, Christy's asking, how did you do that?
Well, the Christy's question, and Stephen knows this, I think of the intention very much as a mantra. It's something that I come back to. And that
right. So Dwight likes to get the idea and then boil it down.
Keep it pretty brief and even less than a tweet. I'm not a tweeter, but something that's quick and easy for me to come back to. So if I'm on my bike and I do have an intention about a metta practice, I do loving kindness practice, that sometimes I do with people I just pass on my bike ride. And so it's just a quick mantra-like intention that I can come right back to. And I find that I tried memorizing long sentences that I'd sort of constructed early on with this, and they weren't working for me. So this is what works.
When you say the mantra, are you thinking and feeling beyond that sentence? In other words, does it kind of constitute more energy?
Well, it's very much feeling based. And in fact, the big intention that I've had now for a year and a half, and this sub one too, but the big one is very much about putting me in a place of feeling. It is a place of awe and wonder and trust and freedom, liberation. I'm literally in some cases sort of flying over a beautiful beach, my favorite beach in the world. But it's very much getting out of my head, very much into a place of feeling and trusting.
Yeah, feeling. So did you hear that, Christy? For him, it's a sentence, one that kind of
short,
encapsulates.
Very short.
And he's really focused on the feeling. Yeah. So remember, we sort of mechanically, our thoughts go out, they attract other thoughts like them, and our feelings are really what pull it in. How does he come back to? Yep, I do both. Fantastic. Yeah. Dwight is our spiritual animal.
Okay.
You get it? You're creating a fan base here, Dwight. All right, so let's come back to this.
I'm going viral, or no? I'm probably.
You might. So this sub-intention to saying yes, spontaneity sounds fairly clear, but let's just take it one step further. Okay. What do you think that's going to do for you / the relationship?
I just think it's going to put into place another really good foundational block of openness, trying things, saying yes, but going towards yes before no or maybe. And also, probably like all of us here, I can be pretty judgy. I think I have a few things figured out in 62 years of life, and I can be a little like, why do I need a frickin' quilt cover? Well, what the hell do I know about, So
how much of that?
It's also getting out of that judgy too, and just accept.
Okay. So if I'm getting out of judgment, I'm becoming more compassionate.
Yep.
So that's a way to think about it, right? So if the focus of attention on an intention to be more compassionate will lead to somebody who judges less and less and less, right? So that's another way to think about it. What else do you think? Well, so if you're talking about, give me a little bit more.
I think a lot more fun. Just
there we go.
We have a huge amount of fun in our relationship, a hell of a lot of laughter, giggles, but as far as I'm concerned, we can always have more. I mean, why not?
Yeah. So are there any new things that you think will come to the relationship with this action? I don't want to overly analyze this beautiful little thing, but this beautiful big thing.
Yeah. I don't know that I've thought about that so much yet. This is pretty new, but I'm also it just feels right. And there's a certain amount of trust that, I may say yes to some things that, I don't know, maybe I'll regret later, or maybe feel like, we spent a lot of time on that mattress cover, what that was, or quilt cover, whatever the whole thing is.
So here's what I'm hearing something like, I'm really enjoying this relationship, particularly in the ways in which it challenges me to grow. Like right now, I'm really focused on saying yes. And I know the more I say yes, the more spontaneity will be in our relationship. I know the more spontaneous we are, the more my partner's really going to enjoy it. I know the more that we are learning and doing different things, the closer we become, the more intimacy builds and the more trust builds.
Yeah, and I'm just aware, again, I had a 26-year marriage, by and large a really good marriage. It ended amicably. I've started lots of businesses and nonprofits, and I'm always amazed how much the way you start things has a huge impact on the way things grow and develop. And so this is still very early, especially in a pandemic where we're 30 miles apart. And but yeah, building that foundation, just, another block of trust, of fun,
Yeah.
openness, of just,
Right.
I don't know where it leads. I'm not trying to figure that out. That's not my job.
But it leads to just more closeness, more dynamism, more.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But also, there's a very important piece, which is relationships. It's so easy for us to think that our relationships are about the other person, but really and truly, on a spiritual level, especially through that lens, relationships are for us. They are how we grow.
Yeah.
We know ourselves in relation to others.
Right.
So this piece of, wow, this is growth for me, I'm just going to start saying yes. The question I was going to ask you is, how much of saying no, or maybe, or an immediate is, would you say, habit?
Would I say
is a habit?
It's a habit.
Or is it specific to her in this relationship?
Doesn't feel so specific. I think back to my marriage. I mean, I was with someone a long time. We have a child. We have, our lives, certain routines. I think I probably got more into a maybe or no place than is maybe less ideal, or certainly not where I want to be now so much. So, but I do think, it's just a place I want to be more and more in my life in general. I mean, I can be in a yes place a lot. You know that about me. But it also, like anything, it does take work. It does take practice. And if you get, kind of on the maybe track a little bit or closer to it, you kind of go down it a long ways. So, it's kind of a reminder to me to just stay on that yes path as much as I can, and to come from that, and then enjoy the ride.
I love it. I'm going to ask you one more question.
Okay.
Does the sub-intention desire for this idea to say yes more, to be more spontaneous, or to just say yes, period, does that emanate from the intention that you've been cultivating all this time, would you say?
Could. Yeah. I mean, it's certainly connected. There's no question. It certainly is a sub-intention. It feels smaller, but it feels very much under that rubric. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's what happens. Our intentions are expressions of us, and we're not static. Yeah. We're growing, we're changing all the time. And thus, often our intentions do too, or they get expanded.
Yeah. Where I remember when talking about my work, and I was doing a team building, bringing together of a team, big intention I had around that. And you introduced the idea of a sub-intention. I remember, I think it was just when I go into a meeting, I can have a certain intention just in that meeting. I mean, literally before going in, or even during it. And that turned out to be quite helpful, in fact. Okay, I don't have to have the big thing, which I couldn't remember anyhow, word for word, but I can do this right now and bring that to the meeting.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, you've ticked somebody off here.
What's that?
You've ticked somebody off. Our friend Christy.
Right. Ruining my, it should be here by now.
What is our spirit animal? Where did it go?
Dwight's
ruining my, it should be here by now because I'm almost 40. Which doesn't sound like deference. No, but Christy's always like, he's not here yet. He's not here yet. He's not here yet. Like, you got a little time. Don't worry about it.
Shakes fist. Well.
Anyway. So, yeah. All right. Anything else? Or is it time to toast to yes?
I will happily toast.
Spontaneity.
I love this thing. Yes,
I need a refill.
Come on in more often.
What's that?
Come to spiritual workout more often. Like I was saying, we have these weekly drop-ins and clinics, and love to see you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're hit, Dwight.
All right.
Here's to Dwight.
See you
Here's
tomorrow.
to saying yes.
Bless
Spontaneity. growth in relationships, and ever expanding intentions.
Yes.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, we need more guy friends on spiritual workout.
And actually, with that, I have to get off and do something that's related to my relationship. But anyway, guys,
go, man, go.
nice to meet all of you.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, Dwight.
2021. Woo!
Happy New Year.
Here's to it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Nick,
great.
you really have been holding it down. I try not to make too big a deal out of it. It's really funny because in the live classes I've done over the years, the balance of male energy, female energy has been more than it has been in our online version thus far. But tonight we're doing pretty good, Nick, huh?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And Ian and Dwight and me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's men's night.
All right.
Every other night is ladies' night. So. All right.
Yeah,
Who's next?
cheers to that. Petal, she's accepting and connecting. Hopefully we can get you on Petal. It's taking
Aaron.
a while. Why is
You're a spiritual being, Aaron. Your spirit has no age. You're ageless.
why
We're
is
all
40 the
ageless.
goalpost in life? I feel it too. I'm 41 now and feels like I better get my foot together sooner than later. Can you say
Hi.
hi?
What's
Hey,
up?
Petal.
Live and direct.
Yeah, you're all shiny up.
I had to go put on my platinum jacket, you know, since JJ set it
Yeah,
off and
JJ's
everything.
really
I had to
kind
represent.
of raised the bar.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Yeah, we don't age here. We use.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
be careful now.
We're okay.
Careful now.
Slow down, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes.
A lot of
Yeah.
energy tonight.
We don't age here. We use. We're using.
I'm youthing.
Mm-hmm.
It's my story. I'm sticking to it, as you well know.
With
Petal,
that.
my friend.
What's up?
What's up?
Hold on 1 second. Yay, SHMEZOLUTIONS.
It's SHMEZOLUTIONS time.
So
I'm
excited.
crediting you, Petal, with being the first to really rock the SHMEZOLUTIONs.
Schmez it up to really
The schmez
come with the
love.
schmez. Mm-hmm.
You're all about
You know,
it.
it's in the blood. It's in the blood. What can I say?
I love it. All right. What would you like to talk
the
about?
schmez. Okay, I have 2 intentions, and I'm excited about them. They were inspired by this week's spiritual workout clinics, as well as some conversations with Delilah and JJ. And so my first intention that I would like some help cultivating from you, the expert, is that I trust in my intuition. And what I have so far is that I trust in my intuition. I trust that I'm aligned with source and all of creation. I listen to my first line. I trust the voice of my intuition. So I trust my intuition. I trust that I am aligned with source and all of creation, all life form. I listen to my first mind. I trust the voice of my intuition.
Okay, how's that feel to you?
Oh, thank you. It feels really good, but I need to add more to it. And I guess I should have pulled out a worksheet, but I just kind of started writing it down because I realized that some of what I was talking about yesterday is related to the need to trust my intuition. And, you know, to do it without judgment or without feeling bad, like if I'm, you know, not helping somebody or not being collaborative.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. What's the other one? Or do you want to just stay on this one?
Agreed, Gina. The other intention is, and this one is like has 1 sentence only. My eyes on the prize intention, to like focus on my priorities.
Okay.
Because I get distracted sometimes because I'm a passionate person and I have so many interests and I get easily distracted. And that's what I realized this year. Even though it's been an amazing and productive year, and this is my 2nd year of spiritual workout, like I'm going on 2 years, And it's been really life-changing because when I came here, I was like, I want to start my business. I want to start doing things independently. And I started my business. And at the beginning of this crazy year, remember, I got the Dodger job. So that was like a huge, score. And I had all these people like strangely telling me that I couldn't do this really basic thing of just starting a business and pitching proposals and seeing what happens. And they were like, all like, oh, it's not going to work, and freaking out. Yeah. And so it's just, I really was able to overcome like that fear and scarcity that, I feel like a lot of people that I grew up with were taught and I was taught. And so I was like not about to let that stop me anyways. And I also realized today that I came back, I think, from Hawaii, and then Delilah, and I was telling Delilah I had all these, kind of self-realizations when I was over there, like walking in this amazing nature that was like, I really got to immerse myself in for the first time. And then she invited me to be part of Spiritual Workout. And it was just kind of like manifesting the intention of I wanted my life to change. I wanted to, improve. I wanted to get, more in control. And I needed more tools. I needed more knowledge. And this has helped me so much. And so yeah, with that said, my second is Eyes on the Prize intention. And
say again, easily distracted?
No, Eyes on the Prize intention.
Oh, Eyes on the Prize.
And then actually, who was talking about the work-life balance? Ian. Yeah, Ian inspired me to actually create a work-life balance intention as well. But we'll work on that next week or something. Right now, we could work on the trusting intuition and Eyes on the Prize, because I feel like those are related. I'm sorry, trusting intuition. Oh, I'm sorry, cultivate. We can cultivate the Eyes on the Prize and the trusting intuition intention.
Right.
Is that just a little tipsy,
It's quite, yeah, what are you drinking there?
I'm drinking a little limoncello coconut kind of cream.
Ew, fancy.
Very tasty.
All right. Okay,
He doesn't miss a beat. He said, I can't wait to see you dance.
Say again?
JJ said you don't miss a beat, and I said that you don't, and I can't wait to see you dance.
Well, no pressure, right? Okay. So
okay, Delilah.
Intuition. Let's talk about trust for a moment.
Okay.
Trust is fundamentally a choice. There's no way to cultivate trust without trusting, without choosing on purpose, deciding, risking to trust. We have to be willing to exchange some degree of vulnerability or risk in order to grow our trust muscle.
Yeah.
So does that make sense to you?
Oh yeah, and I think I've done that. I've trusted myself and trusted other people and not trusted myself. I know what you're saying, and that's what I'm saying. I need to work on that trust muscle for myself. And it's like, that's just a realization from what I told you yesterday. Like the beginning of this year, I had 2 projects planned, and among other things. And I had 2 projects planned that didn't get finished. And now I need to start over and do, just go a different avenue on. And it's not a big deal. It's not something that I can't do easily. It's just a matter of like, I don't want to waste any more time because I decided to not listen to myself and listen to someone else. So So are you saying that this is not an intention I can create, or are you saying that this isn't, that this is?
I'm saying that let's just put trust where it is. Now you are listening to your inspiration. I listen to my inspiration. I know what it's saying. And I'm better and better, or I only ever make a move when I'm inspired to do so.
That's exactly how I'm feeling right now.
All right. So you see how the trust is really not the focus. It's implied. You've already decided to trust it. You already know you can trust it. So it sounds like what you're saying is, I'm no longer willing to ignore my intuition. The positive way to say that, I only act when I'm inspired.
Yes. I always listen to inspiration.
Yeah. And it's easy and it's fun and it gets easier. And I love the different ways that spirit communicates with me. I love being in closer, regular contact. I love relying on my guidance because it's all I need. It's always there. It's always right. Of course I trust it.
Beautiful. Thank you. I'm writing this down, obviously.
Good.
But yeah, I'm going to add. But can you please clarify? Are you saying that I should make this intention, or that I should make it something different? Like, is it more like
I like that, but it's just thinking and talking about it as though it's happening. You know, I am doing this. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is how I live.
Yeah, I think I have it all like that in how I've started it. I trust my intuition. I trust that I'm aligned with source and all of creation.
When I hear I trust my intuition, that feels qualitative different to me than I only act when I'm inspired to. I only act when inspiration is guided.
I always listen to inspiration. Yeah. I only act.
Am I the only one that feels a difference in those two things?
I can't tell you because I'm in it, so I have to watch the replay.
Yeah, well, figure it out. I'm not saying don't, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with creating.
Your guidance. I like what you're saying. I always listen to inspiration. I only act on inspiration. All my actions are inspired.
Yeah, and it's always on. It's always available. I'm always hearing it. I'm better and better at hearing it. It comes in different ways and forms. It's fun. It's interesting.
It's easy and fun. Yeah, I have a lot of this.
Now, if you didn't have the experience that we talked about the other day, where it was, I felt and heard my inspiration, and I chose to override it for the reasons that I had. If you didn't have that and
that's basically when I look at that, it's like the only reason that is to please someone else, because that was a situation where I'm dealing with someone else, and I never think of myself as a people pleaser, but that's a form of that, and I just can't what's the word, enable anymore. I can no longer enable.
And I love that you had that experience, because now it got you to this. And this is where it's at.
Turn around, and I'm not even mad about it. It's like, it's all good. It's all just a lesson. But I'm like,
well, that's what I mean.
Fewer lessons, more wins. Bring on all the wins.
Yeah. But that's why, Petal, I'm not feeling like you in this situation need to hyper focus on intending to trust your intuition, because you already kind of do. This is
Gotcha.
about what you're doing with your intuition.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes,
Somebody
it is.
else might really need to focus on building the trust, in which case that's it. It just doesn't feel to me like
You're right.
that's really,
I clearly trust my intuition. That's,
yeah,
why I've
good.
been effectively moving on this path,
JJ sanctions.
Then how about the eyes on the prize intention? Do you think that that's kind of on the same?
I went somewhere else with this.
I'm like in this, like, I think that it's the moon. And it's like I'm with everybody else in this hyper organizational mode where I'm like, I need everything really clarified and organized, and written down, like super, like, just, I don't know, down to the last thing. I'm being a little obsessive. I blame Nick for it mostly.
As long as we're blaming other people, then we are so on the right path.
And well, at that, I'll blame Mary too, because she was bringing all that up today. So.
Well, I actually have two ideas about this eye on the prize. So let's just see what you think. Okay. Idea number one is what you just said. Some of this could be folded right into inspiration. So if I'm interested in a lot of things and where do I put my focus, I'm just going to listen to inspiration, right?
Exactly.
So part of that fits in there. But there's a piece in here that I want to freeze frame on for a second, which is I'm easily distracted. I'm interested in a lot of things. I hear that as a
I was saying I'm passionate about a lot of things.
Yes. And I hear that as very positive. This is who I am. It's part of who I am.
I think that is positive. I think right now I'm just feeling a little like, a little like a bit of Groundhog Day, where I'm like, I wanted, I'm like repeating some things from exactly last year at this moment. And I'm like, okay, I've got to break the cycle, I'm like obsessed with breaking cycles right now.
Right. But we don't ever want to compromise who we are. We don't ever want to move into the lane where we feel like we can't be who we are. That's the piece that I want to make sure.
I don't want to do that. And, I really don't want to do that. But I could be being a little self-critical right now. Or like, I could be coming from
and we can talk about this. I'm sorry, I was talking over you.
No, I was just saying I could be coming from a place of inner critic, but I mean, I'm not thinking of these as negative things. I'm really thinking of them, actually, no, I'm not coming from a critical place, because I'm really thinking of these as like ways to optimize, because I'm like, I feel like this door for like this huge opportunity, and I want to focus on that and manifest it. And I don't want to let anything that's always going to be, that I can always do, get in the way of that right now, because I'm feeling this feeling, and it's not an anxiety feeling. It's like this really amazing feeling. And so I guess I'm trying to do everything I can to facilitate it, but I think I need to focus on the what right now. And, I think I'm just like I'm being a lunatic because of the full.
It's that
there's a little lunacy going on here. Yeah,
Fair enough.
Really, Delilah. I feel I feel it like really just breathing, intense. And so, it's great. And I'm excited.
So here is to only listening to inspiration.
Yes.
Yes. Inspired action all day.
All day.
I always listen to inspiration. I only act on inspiration. All my actions are inspired.
Beautiful.
Clank, clank, clank.
And I think Ian was commenting on your glass. Or somebody was. It's so funny. I catch things every once in a while.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thank you,
That
Susan.
was great.
That was really helpful, and I'm excited about the idea of.
I love
I always
distinction.
inspiration. It's
Yes.
like took both of my things. Like that's what I needed to focus on. So yay!
Yeah, no, I
Yay.
just love it because it's differentiation too. Thank you, Petal.
Thank you.
Thanks, Petal. Say that again, Delilah.
I just love that differentiation between the whole feeling like trusting my intuition versus listening to inspiration. I only listen to inspiration. Like there was a difference there, and at first it was a felt difference, and then when you explained it a bit more, I'm like, oh yeah, because she's already there, and also like when you write out that intention, it may work for somebody else in a different place, but
yes,
I feel like it would have kept her in like practicing mode. Like I'm gonna
exactly,
and it's like you don't have to practice that. You can just get in the habit of listening to it.
Yeah,
like
no, that's
yeah.
And again, that's somebody who's been at this for a while. If it was somebody who was much newer, the intention would be, wow, I don't trust anything. I don't trust anyone. Okay, I'm going to intend to grow my trust muscle.
Yeah.
That's not where.
Yeah, it's not a problem with connecting. It's just more of an openness to listening and acting on that.
Yeah. Cool.
Beautiful. Okay, Christy is up next.
I love she wrote me.
Yeah. We could do that too. Everyone's welcome.
How's everybody doing out there?
Hey, Christy.
So my hat is
Hi,
a
Christy.
unicorn, just so that you can see.
Oh, a unicorn? Are
in,
you in pure moonlight?
I'm in my room. If I do it this way, you can see where'd he go.
I got the moon, right? I'm looking at the moon.
Okay. Does that have to do with the unicorn? No?
I would love that.
I'll move it this way so you can
No, it was dark in your room. I thought you were only using moonlight.
No, it's just the light is over there. The light's
Yeah, that's
over
quite, I love that hat. That's good. Were you here for SHMEZOLUTIONS last year?
Mm-mm.
I didn't think so.
No.
Well, welcome to your first.
But I have made a lot of progress since last year with spiritual workout. I do know that based on, Ian's kind of update. Like, yeah, I'm a completely different person than who I was when I came here, I think in June 2019. So yeah.
Well, we're so happy you're here.
So I put my space bar is not working, so it's really hard to type sentences. So it's, yeah.
It's quite all right. You're doing fine.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
So since I was stealing stuff from Petal, I just kind of following up on what we talked about this afternoon, going with the flow, embracing intuition. So I just wrote, as you guys were talking, some things as the very first iteration.
Going with flow, and what else did you say?
Embracing intuition.
Okay.
That's the name. It's all one thing.
Got it.
Okay. I sink into my intuitive depths. It's easy and fun to rely on my intuition. I love being guided by spirit. I love that spirit connects to me, that I can access them. I love that they love me. I am relaxed as I am gently supported by the universe. I embrace my energetic sensitivity. I love my psychic gifts and use them to help others, and I allow my abilities to grow. I feel empowered by my abilities.
And what's my question?
How does it feel?
Yeah. See what a year and a half will do for you?
So as I'm reading it, this feels great. As you were talking to Petal and I was looking at it, this felt horrible because again, it's the relinquishing of control. Like this is the opposite of, I think, what did she say? The I only listen to my intuition, or I always listen to.
I always act
on my, and I was like, no, that's not going to be for me on here, because I don't always. I still need that analytical part of me for my job functions and things like that. So I'm not like, I don't think I'm ever going to be 100% intuitive, because again, that's part of my 7 life path, is the intuitive / analytical. But I'm trying to make it more of a marrying instead of like a teeter-totter.
Yeah, which we've talked about a few times tonight, more integration, right? Regardless of where you are. But are you saying when I'm at work or when I'm in certain situations, intuition is off?
No, I'm saying when I'm at work, I need the analytical part of me.
Sure.
And so I can't always, I mean, Petal's an artist, so maybe that's different, but like, I can't always just in my mind be intuitive, because there's analytical functions that I have to do. Planning. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Dog not like, she wants me to move. Billy wants to say hi. I'm sorry. She's just like, I want to do big things too.
Zoe.
So she's like pushing the pill. Anyway.
Zoe arrived in 2020, right?
She did. That is right. She's a complete miracle. Trying to push her
Okay.
away. So I can't just always be intuition, because
Well,
there's
you don't have to be. It's about what you want.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I can't always do that, but I think it's more of like, can I be 50-50 as far as like embracing this intuitive side and developing it and allowing, I don't know what you're pointing at.
I'm pointing at what Nick wrote.
Oh, I am super analytical. Okay. Fit in.
Now, let's be clear. Nobody's here to tell you what you should be, do, or have.
Yeah.
But if there's a belief that, so to me, acting from intuition doesn't preclude an ability to be analytical if and when I need or want to be analytical. But that's just me. And there's also a bit of a rub in, I think, separating parts of ourselves. There's something about that that always doesn't fit for me. You know, I am who I am wherever I go. Oh, over here, I need this skill. Over here, I need this skill. Over here, I need this skill. I'm a multi-skilled person. I have a lot of interests, a lot of things. I'm also very intuitive. I love to go with the flow. I feel
like it's more of like my analytical nature has always driven like 95% of my functioning, and my intuition was 5%. And so what I'm trying to do is make it 50-50, not say like, oh, I have to be this or I have to be that, but that it's balanced.
Yeah. So the balance sounds like the intention, just like a work-life balance.
I guess the balance to me, like if it's like this, then I have to allow my intuition to grow, and I trust it more, and I'm being guided by it more. And the more that I pump this up, the more the scales naturally balance, rather than making like, oh, I'd like to focus on balance. If I focus more on trusting my intuition, it will automatically balance, because the analytical's already there.
Yeah.
I don't have to beef that up.
Right. That makes sense to me. So Nick's saying again, it's not mutually.
Let me break it down for you with scales and weights, and like, that's already there and abundant.
Yeah. But what does it feel like to just know that whatever skills you need, wherever you are, you have them?
But the problem with the intuition is not trusting it. So like we talked about earlier, where I went to this website, I bought this thing, it felt wrong, it felt hinky, it felt scammy, but I was like, well, let me just give them a chance. Like, I completely denied my intuition alert that was like, yo, don't buy anything from this site, and was like, nah, you're wrong. And so what I'm trying to say is, like, if that moment the analytical side of me kicked in, then I would have done research, which I actually kind of did, but I didn't find the thing. But instead of just saying, you know what, I don't need to do any of that, my inner guidance system is telling me this site is hinky, let's just move on to the next.
Right. That's exactly what prompted Petal's intention that she just talked about, because she had an experience a while back. She just didn't listen. She made the choice she made for whatever reasons. No judgment, no good, bad. It just happened. And then she's like, I'm not doing that anymore. And
but that's
saying the same thing
is there. I'm just not listening. I'm just not trusting it. I'm not acting on it. I'm not hearing. I mean, I hear it and I'm like, no, you're wrong.
Is it that you don't trust it, or you just don't want to listen to it?
I think what happens is I talk myself out of it. So I'm feeling all these feelings. It's hinky, this website, and I feel I have no valid information to back that up. And that's the analytical part, is I need facts to back this up. I need data. So if you're going to tell me intuition that this site is hinky, here's the proof. And then I get the proof because I buy the thing and it's like, oh, I see, when I never got the product, that I didn't need the proof. I just needed to listen to that. So the problem is that the analytical side is like a bully, and it like beats it down, and it's like, no, you can't listen to that. You need facts.
Well, first of all, I want to hear the intention again now that we've had this conversation. Would you mind?
Yeah. I sink into my intuitive depths. It's easy and fun to rely on my intuition. I love being guided by spirit. I love that spirit connects to me and I can access them. I love that they love me. I am relaxed as I'm gently supported by the universe. I embrace my energetic sensitivity. I love my psychic gifts and use them to help others, and I allow my abilities to grow. I feel empowered by my abilities. And so an example from yesterday would be like, again, I was looking for something to do online, and then I literally got the text at 5:50 from my breathwork coach. Oh, it's breath church at 6. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, let's do that. That's not what I was looking for, but I got the message and I didn't question it. I was like, ooh, spirit says I need to go to breathwork. I'm thinking something else. And I go to breathwork and I have this huge release because I didn't argue with it. I wasn't like, oh, I had set out to go to this kind of meeting and this came. No. I just was like, oh yeah, sure. So when I went with it, the great things happened. But I don't always go with it.
How about I'm going with it more and more. It's getting more and more fun. It's more and more interesting. It's easier and easier. There's so many different opportunities to grow this muscle, and it's fun.
It's like Zoe. They called. I was like, I don't answer calls from numbers I don't know. But I was like, sure, why not? And okay. They were like, can you come get this dog? And I was like, when? And they're like, right now. And I was like, yeah, all right. Had I not answered the phone, like screen my calls, but something was like, just answer it. And I was like, okay.
That's it. That's listening to inspiration.
Okay. So it's easier and easier to do what now?
It's easier and easier to trust my intuition. It's easier and easier to follow it. It's easier and easier to say yes. It's more and more fun. And I like a lot of what Nick's saying, which is what?
As you're saying this, I'm feeling like the waves of uncomfortability. it's like in my body, something is screaming like, no, like it doesn't want to let go of control.
Well,
I don't even know what that is.
Maybe that's the intention.
Which is what?
Letting go of control. You're at cross purposes in a way, because the whole process of setting shiny, clear intentions requires us to let go of how it's going to happen. So if, as you have been doing, more and more experience with intention setting is leading you to this idea that control is a bit of an issue, gas pedal brake, gas pedal brake.
So can we like reshift focus then? And can you just like, let's pretend we're doing a sub-intention for letting go of control?
Yes.
And say words. But I don't even have like a way to articulate what that would look like.
Releasing any and all resistance to letting go of control. Let it go.
But I mean as far as an intention.
I know, but this is one thing to do for sure.
You want to tap right now?
No, I'm just saying for homework.
Okay. I'm on right.
Whatever this resistance to letting go of control is, it's good. It's time. It's safe to let it go. Let it go. So that's one thing I would be doing if I were you.
I literally feel like I'm going to vomit. That's why that is what's coming as you say that. I'm like,
I can't.
It.
And I'm callous and unfeeling, and I'm saying, good. I'm glad you're feeling like that, because it's obvious that that's what's next. That's what's up. That didn't come up a year and a half ago. It's coming up now.
I'm being hot. You turn the fan on. Like, this is not.
Mind and body are connected, people. Just saying.
Okay, so can we just
yes, whatever you need.
Words for an intention of letting go of control. Mm-hmm. What would those words?
I have gained new mastery of the intention setting process. I have reached a point in my evolution where letting go of control is what's called for. It is easier and easier to move into co-creation with the universe. It is easier and easier to allow the universe to do its part. It is.
What is the opposite of control?
Allow. I am better and better at allowing the process to unfold. I'm better and better.
This doesn't sound right.
It's exactly right.
I wrote, I allow the universe to be in charge. That doesn't sound right, because
no, the universe is in charge of how and when. You're in charge of what and why. You are
okay, so I allow the
creating. You have different jobs, different responsibilities.
Surrender.
Yeah, you're getting some other ideas here.
I'm looking at it. I surrender. Ugh. This feels really bad. I surrender.
More. I'm so callous in my feeling.
I surrender to, I'm going to say, the gentle loving guidance. No, not guidance. Order or direction. What do you call like all the pieces?
We're getting too bogged down. I mean, I trust you'll find the right language, but let's not lose sight of the idea here.
Okay.
The idea that we're landing on is in order to fully engage the co-creative process, we must recognize the co-part, the part that we don't have to do, our teammate, our partner. And it's super easy because the rules have already been created and laid out for us a very long time ago, and they haven't changed. We're in charge of what and why. It's in charge of how and when. And when we are actively on top of our game, we are in a balanced, co-creative process where everyone knows what everyone's job is.
Okay.
So I accept support from, allow the good to flow, allow, surrender.
How do we say this? I stop trying to be in charge. How do I say this the other way?
The other way?
Yeah.
I keep coming back to I allow. I allow the process. Oh my God. I allow the process to be what it is. You wrote, I'm going with the flow. I'm going with the flow of the process itself.
I wrote, I am comfortable being the co-pilot.
Beautiful. So the minute you say co-pilot, what are you thinking?
I'm on this side. They're technically in charge, but we're doing this together. We're going in the same direction. We have the same goal. I'm not driving, I'm assisting, but we're going in the same place. But they're in charge, technically. They're the pilot. I like co-pilot. Because I think for me, it's like I'm always trying to be the pilot and fighting, like, I want to be in this seat. And that's not working out that great. So I think I can just boil this down to I'm comfortable being the co-pilot. Maybe I love being the co-pilot. I love being the co-pilot. Probably is like Dwight. Just boil it down into one sentence. Dwight.
Yeah.
If Dwight was still here.
If only.
I hope he watches the replay.
To the moon, Dwight.
He really ruined that for me when he said he was 63. I was like, damn it, Dwight.
Did I ever hint to you that people older than you were finding love? Or
If you did, I wasn't listening, and I don't care because it's not happening in my timeline. So that's their problem.
Right.
Damn it, Dwight. All right. So I just circled. I love being the co-pilot, and I'm going to take Dwight's, boil it down into a mantra, and we'll just go with that.
And you guys know, I'm okay with the mantra if you are 100% locked in and sure of the context in which that mantra exists. That's the sticky on the refrigerator.
Well, the context for me is that I'm not in charge and I don't need the control. And if I'm the co-pilot, we're doing this together. So boiling it down, I think what will happen is when I get into those places of like, then I'm like, oh yeah, I love being the co-pilot, and I can release all of that like frustration and whatever because I'm putting it in the right seat.
Right. And that will just be a decision in that moment. And then you'll decide it again, you'll decide it again, you'll decide it again, and you'll be teaching this class.
That's I love that feels easy. That feels very visual for me, that like I'm not in charge, but we're going to the same place. And I don't even decide when we get there, right? Because the pilot could be like, no, we're going this way for a little bit. We're still getting there.
Because you're telling them where you're going.
Yes. Okay. Damn, Dwight. All right. Here's my.
All right. We earned that one. Hold on. What are you drinking there, Christy?
Kombucha.
That's all right. You
Had
really brought it with the hat. Do you see I'm still fizzy, everybody? Just saying.
Yeah.
All right, so here's
So what are
to co-piloting
Yes to co-piloting.
and way less effort.
Clink.
Clink, clink.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank
When
you.
you see Dwight next, you give him one of these for me.
Hey, Nick, that's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll add dressing up to our
Thanks,
Dress
Christy.
Thank you.
SHMEZ experiences. Thanks so much, Christy. Happy New Year.
Woo! All right. Well, we got into our third hour here. I think if anyone
Our
else.
fourth hour.
Oh yeah, our fourth hour. You're right. Yeah, we're going into our fourth hour. Okay.
It
If
is
there's
counting.
anyone else who if there's anyone else that like to turn their resolution, goal, regular schmegular intention into
Just fight with me.
their intention, spiritual workout style, let us know and ask a question, even in the chat if you like. Otherwise, it's been really great. Really
How are you
great.
doing over there with your tiara?
I'm good. I'm doing well. I'm like taking it all in. I've just been loving it. I loved it last year because it was like such a great way to see folks to see you go back to back to back to back to back, with people's intentions and really become clearer with their intentions and embodying the intentions. It's just been super awesome. And very enlightening too, because there are a couple of things there, like the whole difference between trusting my intuition versus I listen to inspiration or act on inspiration. Like there's such a difference there, and just like being reminded of that. Also, it was really nice to see men.
I'm
I
impressed.
always find it really affirming to see men so intentional about their relationships. Like that's really good for me to see, or I like seeing that.
Make room for the divine masculine, everybody.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah, it's really, really nice, like to see that, because that's always been sort of a belief that I wanted to change, is that's usually more in the realm of like women and stuff like that, but no, not necessarily true. Not true at all.
Yeah.
So that's been great. How about you, Stephen? How are you doing after this, going into this fourth hour?
I'm great. Are we done? Alessandra, what's going on? Are we going to see you? No pressure. A schmezabration. Petal, I love you.
I know. She said next time. Yeah, no
Next time, that's
yeah.
perfectly fine. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Absolutely. Everyone who joins us, thank you so much. If you didn't get to come on screen, that's totally fine. Thank you for joining us. We totally feel your energy up in the chats and like the support, the championing of these wonderful intentions for 2021. For anyone here who is not a current subscriber of Spiritual Workout Online or not a patron,
you're here.
We hold these weekly classes, spiritual workout classes, drop-ins and clinics. We have our Monday drop-in, our weekly online drop-in every Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Goes for 90 minutes. That's a place where you can bring up any issue you're having, and we address them. We work them out using the 15 spiritual workout concepts. on Tuesday, every single Tuesday. What do you, Tapping Tuesdays. That is our EFT tapping clinic. That's what you kind of saw a little bit, a little preview of when Stephen was talking to Christy right now about what she could do to, I think, change a limiting belief or incorporate new beliefs. That is our EFT tapping clinic. We address, we talk about how, when, why to tap. We actually apply tapping to any kind of issues. It could be physical issues, emotional issues, spiritual issues, difficult people, the works. Tapping for inquiry, tapping to magnify wins, things like that is what we explore in that 60-minute clinic every Tuesday, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, every single Wednesday is what? What do you want? Wednesdays. That is our intention setting clinic. So basically what you see here is what we go really in depth with every single Wednesday in our intention setting clinic. We explore not just setting intentions, but aligning with them. When we're not aligned with them, what's going on? Like, what limiting beliefs are we having that go against, that are not aligned and not allowing us to align with those intentions, which we put on our dump pages. I mean, we go into it in the 60-minute clinic every single Wednesday, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. You can become a patron of ours, Spiritual Workout. You can see the green tab right here underneath the screen with Stephen and myself. There you can become a patron for as little as $5. You just get, you get one drop-in a month. That's the last Monday of the month, usually. A taste of Spiritual Workout, or you can go to the $50 membership where you become an enthusiast, and you there get every single drop-in and clinic for the month for $50 a month. So that's something for anyone to check out. If you like what you saw tonight and you're not a regular Spiritual Workout patron, there's an opportunity there. Just type on that green tab there.
And I want to just say one thing, if you are new and you're considering it, because I just feel compelled. The system that we use over on Patreon operates on the first of the year, and they don't prorate. So on the 31st would not be the best day to actually sign up. Just wait till the 1st, but don't forget. And
we won't let you forget.
Any advice. Yeah. And I just want to say to any of you who are newish tonight, we're brand new, and you might have heard some of our folks talking about what they've learned, how they've grown while here in Spiritual Workout world. 2 things I want to say about it. One, they're doing that for $50 a month.
Yeah.
I still think it's a pretty good deal. And all kidding aside, these are people who are showing up and quote unquote doing the work because they're inspired to, and they're motivated, and they're dedicated, and they're committed to their own growth. They're committed to getting out of chronic situations and creating futures free of stress and tension and anxiety and fear. And what we're doing here is providing a container in which virtually anybody can come and work through stuff. And I like to say Spiritual Workout, emphasis on the out, let's just move this shit out of us.
Capital O-U-T.
O-U-T, out. So that's it. And I'm really just so grateful to any of you who are here tonight, especially anyone who's still here, who's been here all along. You guys are great. It's great feeling your energy in the chat, everybody who came up, and happy 2021, everybody.
21. Cheers.
Cheers. And a public thank you to my producer and co-host, Delilah. She's great.
Oh,
She's awesome.
one thing before we go, the replay is available almost immediately after we end here. You will get an email with the replay instructions so that you can check out your whoever's had their resolutions turned into shiny clear intentions. The works will give all the instructions in that email to everyone who attended tonight, signed up.
And
so thank you.
It's fun to hear that you guys, thanks Nick, looked at last year and see
I know,
your own growth.
Like, I'm glad that I did that then.
Yeah, very cool.
It took a little time, but I was like, I feel like this is well worth, because I saw the difference from the folks that were there last year and like that have been with us like throughout spiritual workout the whole year, and like major, like I knew Christina was gonna come up and be like, wow.
No, that's great.
And
that's
Ian,
great.
that was nice. That was nice.
Nick's hair was shorter for sure. Mine was about the same.
Well, cheers, everyone.
You guys are great. Thank you, Nicole. Good to see you, everybody.
Bye.
See you next week.